Hey, today I wanted to talk about the difficulties of being in a pagan path. I think first and foremost, it is really hard because there are no preachers or ministers, no Bibles, no elders and bishops, and etc. etc. There's no one really telling you what to do. Now, I am excluding Wicca from this conversation. Wicca and probably Voodoo. Because they do kind of have elders and they have no tea, no shade to people who are practitioners of those faiths. But they do have kind of like dogma. Things that you can and can't do. There's definitely some similarities to Christianity with both of those faiths, in my opinion. Because those are organized pagan religions. So I'm talking about pagan paths like witchcraft, hoodoo, things like that. Things where you get to be your own priest or priestess and etc. So anywho, no initiation rituals that you have to undergo, all this stuff that you feel like you gotta do. So, self-made pagan paths. You don't have any of those leaders telling you what to do. You don't have a book telling you what to believe. Also, most of us are not brought up in this faith. So, we don't have it ingrained in our minds that this is the correct way to see the universe and believe things. So it really is a choice to live this life and this path. And I think that's where a lot of people fall off the wagon immediately. A lot of people get interested in this path, particularly teenagers, but most of us don't stick with it. I would say, seriously, if I had to give a percentage, I'm making one up here, I would say probably like 80, maybe 90% of people who get into paganism, usually through Wicca or witchcraft, fall off in the first year. Probably in the first 3 months, because it's hard. First of all, they find out that it's not fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter magic, and that's disappointing to them. And then they find that it's about, bettering yourself and dealing with your drama and bullshit. And people run away from that like wildfire. Nobody wants to actually deal with their baggage. They just want to talk about it. If that. So I think that's where a lot of people run away, is that it's a self-sustaining, self-motivating path. And I think that's how it's easy to get stuck in ruts in paganism too. Because you don't have anyone else sometimes, especially if you're solitary, as I think most people are who are in paganism. You don't have anyone to pull you out of it and be like, girl, snap out of it. You just kind of get stuck. So it's hard to, create daily rituals and daily spell work and root work and vision work and stuff. It's hard for you to stay in it. And I don't think you should punish yourself for falling out of it. But certainly, the minute you realize that you've faltered, because all things happen for a reason, make the effort to, put some practice back into your daily life. Because I think that's what grows your spiritual self. That's what grows the spirit, is making time every day to be spiritual. And a lot of the times, for me, it's not even really being pagan. It's just allowing myself to turn up the music and to sing out loud and dance around to music. Because to me, music is one of the highest forms of magic. And it's pop music that I listen to. Like, I just have to put on music and dance and sing. And that's my way of connecting with the spirit. With my spirit and the others. But yes, you don't have to go down this checklist too. I think people fall into the trap of the checklist. Where they're like, oh, I have to get a cauldron. I have to get incense. I have to get an athame, I have to get a wand, I have to get a broom, I have to set up an elaborate altar, I have to get a statue for my god, I have to figure out who my god and goddess are, like right now. I have to figure out my totem pole right now. You don't have to do any of that if you don't want to, actually. You don't have to do any of it. And if you do want to do it, don't rush yourself. Just let it come to you. But I know that's where people get, it's really hard starting out. You want to know all these things. It's fun and exciting. You want to dive in and know it all, experience it all. You want to check off your list. And you can go ahead and give yourself answers early on, but I guarantee you that those checklists will change. You'll be unchecking things before long and writing in new answers. But I guess it's just a part of the growth and development of pagans, of baby pagans, and of seasoned pagans. We're constantly evolving and growing. We're a nature-based path because we're a part of nature. We are nature, so we season as well. We're constantly changing and growing. And I think when it comes to faith in general, not just a pagan path, that's where some people kind of get stuck too. I think everyone has an image of who they're supposed to be in a faith. Like, this is what a Christian looks like. This is what a pagan looks like. I don't look like that, so something's wrong with me. I have to change myself. And so they start projecting that anger at not being able to change onto paganism. They're like, well, I can't be the image of what a witch is in my head, and it's witchcraft's fault. It's not my fault. When in reality, it's no one's fault. You don't have to be someone else's image of what a witch is. If you want to be a witch, then you're a witch. Go do whatever you want. You don't even have to cast spells to be a witch. Just be a witch. It's crazy. Because I see people struggling online with the same things all the time. And it's this checklist, these preconceived notions. And with the, like I said before, with the struggle of self-motivation. Some people, sometimes I don't have it in me to just, to really keep going with my spiritual work, with my shadow work, with my light work. It's hard, it's really hard. But I think that's why it's important to have, even if you're solitary, like as I said, I think pretty much we all are, it's important to have a group of people to keep you in check, or just one person at least. There are a lot of pagan people that I follow online now. Am I particularly close with any of them? No. But I consider them my friends, and I follow what they do, and I've had interactions with them casually. But I feel like I could go to any of them if I had an issue, in private. I could be like, hey, this is my life right now. And I think there's a strength in going to someone who is sort of anonymous anyway. Because you don't have those walls and that blockage of are they going to judge me? Because you don't really know them and they don't really know you. So anything you tell them, they have to accept as truth, right? They just have to accept without judgment because they don't know you. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Anywho, yeah. Advice for new people and us regular, ongoing people. Check your self-motivation. Remind yourself that you don't have to look and act and be a certain way. Don't worry about the labels. Unless you want to worry about the labels, but that's another conversation. Yeah. Just be who you are, as eclectic as you want to be, or as singular as you want to be. And don't apologize for it. Really, just don't apologize for it. People are going to be hateful anyway. There's always going to be someone who wants to pick you apart. And go ahead and let them. Who cares? Let them get growth from tearing you down, I guess, if that's what they see it as. Just let people be, period. Even the hateful people. Just let them be. They'll work it out of their systems eventually. Yeah, I don't really know what this video was. I'm not even sure if I'll post it. But, sometimes you just kind of need to talk, to express some thoughts, even if they don't really link together. That was this. I've done this quite a lot on my channel, actually. This is kind of just stream of consciousness. Well, anywho, thanks for listening, you guys. I really appreciate all of you. I really do. I love having people to share my ideas with and my thoughts and my life, because this channel is very much just a vlog. I'm not like a teacher or anything. I'm just vlogging about my life and my thoughts, and I'm so glad that you guys listen and give me your thoughts too. I really, really love interacting with you guys. Also, I'm finally almost at 260 followers, which I don't know one ever celebrates that number, but I am. I'm one short of it right now as I make this, and I'm really excited because for a long time, I've been floating back and forth between 250 and 255. Like, it would constantly just go back down. I would get to 255, and then I would lose like 5 people because I would make another video. And I guess people just started getting upset because as my videos have gone along, I've started wearing more like crazy out there ritual makeup that I do. I'm not just doing this for the video, you guys. This isn't for you. This is stuff that I do in ritual. And usually I do magic right before I make a YouTube video, or right after. So I've started, showing myself more unfiltered, and that has turned some people off. I got a lot of hate after I posted my hoodoo video, and then when I came out as a Hindu, people really got mad about that. But, like I said before, you just gotta let some people go, especially if they're strangers. But anywho, I really do appreciate you guys continuing to support me here. And I'll support you in any way that I can. I'll always answer your questions that you leave below. Always. I will always comment back to you. Unless you're being really hateful. But that's it, you guys. Namaste and Ashe. I've got several videos planned. I just have to have the time to do them. I have a pop culture video planned on Sailor Moon. I have a pop culture video planned for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is going to be a very personal video, and I'm probably going to cry. So when you see my Buffy the Vampire Slayer video, if you don't want to see crying, don't click it. Go over to the Sailor Moon video instead, where I'll probably get very, very excited. That's it, you guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.